Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is another episode of my What You Making videos. This is actually going to be, we're going to talk about side dishes because side dishes are actually important. And it's funny, there's a lot of people can't actually make side dishes. Do you know that if you screw up the side dish, it really does screw up your whole meal? Good side dishes make the difference between people being happy and accepting your invitation to come to your place and eat, and people side eyeing you when you even open your mouth to invite them. If you make bad side dishes, you can make the best piece of meat that anybody ever tasted. Nobody want to eat at your house. That's just the way it is. So, my thing is always finding the quick way and the easy way to actually do things, especially for the parents and the single person out there that doesn't really feel like doing all that cooking. So I always try to figure out different ways to do things and to try to keep the time management all together. So, what we're going to talk about today is sauerkraut. We're going to talk about sauerkraut. Yes, sauerkraut should be, you would think that it's really an easy dish, and it really is. It's an easy dish to make, but are you making it right? Are you making it right? Or are we going to come to your house and you give sauerkraut? Okay. So, if sauerkraut is nothing really more than it's cabbage. Cabbage that's cut up really fine, and then it's fermented. That's basically it. They basically, if you're going to do, and there's an option, because it comes in cans, it comes in bags, or you could actually do it fresh yourself. You basically slice it down, slice cabbage down very, very fine. You actually put you're going to have to weigh it. You'd have to weigh it, and then you do 10% salt. 10% of the weight and salt, and then you have to pack it very tightly into a sealed container with a little water and let it ferment. Check, I got time for all that. And I don't like sauerkraut in a can because sauerkraut is already salty. When you put things in cans, it's just salty as hell. I prefer bags, a bag of cabbage. Now let me tell you, I'm a big, big stickler on cleaning stuff. And you'll see cooking videos where you'll see them literally cooking chicken and stuff and they don't wash it. Well, I'm going to always tell you in my videos, clean the chicken and all that. Okay, so when I get my sauerkraut, I actually dump it into a bowl. And there's already juice in the bag. Squeeze that out. Literally pour that juice off. Rinse the sauerkraut, folks. Rinse the sauerkraut, and then you want to dry it as best as you can. Just literally take it up and squeeze it. Squeeze the water out. Put it into the pot. Squeeze the water out. Put it into the pot as dry as you possibly can get it, and put it into the pot. And you need to have a nice size pot. I believe in cooking in a nice size pot. I don't believe in food being crowded into like a saucepan. Get yourself a pot. Okay, and we're just going off of one bag of sauerkraut, one regular size bag of sauerkraut. Put the sauerkraut into the pot, okay, and you're going to be ready to go, okay? So that's what we needed to do. Large pot, one bag of sauerkraut, squeeze the water, pour the water off, pour the juice off, rinse the sauerkraut, squeeze the water out. Okay, and then you're going to move on. All right, so take a look here. Okay, I am actually making sauerkraut, and all I've done is it's boiling on a medium fire. Actually, I've actually added one bag of sauerkraut, 3 slices of ham. And actually, we did seasoned salt, a little bit of onion powder, a half a stick of butter, a cup of water, and crushed red pepper seeds, as well as black pepper. And just let it go on a medium fire, and eventually it'll be done. And I'll be somewhere sitting eating. All right. Okay, so now you're going to let that sauerkraut cook. I'm going to say 45 minutes because that's basically what I do. About 45 minutes. You can actually go the full hour if you want on that medium fire. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and make mashed potatoes. I'm not going to demonstrate how to make mashed potatoes here. You can either do fresh mashed potatoes, or you can actually go ahead, if you know how to, go ahead and do instant mashed potatoes. But you want a good consistency. You don't want you don't want like a whip mashed potato. You want them a little more lumpy. You know what I mean? A little more lumpy. You want them a little sturdy. And then you're just going to take your mashed potatoes, lay them down, and actually take and just scoop your sauerkraut right onto the top of your mashed potatoes. And there you have it. You have a good side dish. It's not that difficult, and people will think that you actually slaved over for hours when you really actually didn't. You basically spent about an hour because you can actually do your mashed potatoes right while your sauerkraut is actually cooking. So again, side dishes are important. Side dishes are the things that people are really paying attention to. They don't really pay attention to your meat for real. The meat is either going to be right or wrong. It's either going to be edible or it's going to be tough. So the side dishes is what actually, when folks start talking about folks can cook, the first thing that comes out their mouth, they start talking about the side dishes, not the meat. Trust me, I'm fat and greedy. I've been eating for a long time. But anyway, that's it. Sauerkraut and mashed potatoes. I thank you guys for watching. As always, thumbs up or thumbs down. You guys know how to do that. And I will definitely see you all in the next video, and we'll find out what I'm making. All right, guys. Bye.